Hello everybody and welcome to ChelseaFansChannel. Now, as you can see, we have a slightly different background today.
Yeah, we're in Las Vegas.
My place, that is.
No, jokes aside, we're in the desert. No, only kidding. We're underwater.
This is my fish, everyone. I don't know if you can tell. Fishes don't do this today. Not really. No. Anyway, guys, no, in all seriousness, we are in the studio. We are just up against a green screen. We're liking the change of scenery, aren't we? And we are here to talk about the great Antonio Conte.
Yeah, it's looking so good, isn't it? Like Italy, they have their least talented squad for what? 50 years? And yet they are looking like potential winners. And the reason that they're looking like potential winners is one reason. And that is Antonio Conte. He looked fantastic yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He looked great. I think, like you said, he's taken, a fairly average team and made them into potential competition winners. And actually, if you look at it, he's coming to Chelsea, and we actually are at the moment probably the most average we've been in quite a few years. Yeah. So if he can turn a national team into what he has done, what's he going to do with Chelsea?
Yeah, it is looking good. It was a shame about our boys for Belgium. I was keeping an eye out for them, and I was hoping to see. Hazard was captain, wasn't he? I was hoping it would go differently. But Courtois had a good game. Yeah,
Courtois did have a good game. And I think with him as well, he hasn't had a great season. I don't think he's had the best sort of feedback from fans. At times, I think I've been a little bit harsh on him as well. Yeah, very harsh.
Very true.
Yeah, but you never know. It might just be a confidence thing. And I think if anybody's going to come and change it, it's going to be Antonio Conte. He's the only one, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is the right man. And I think the exciting thing is he's got there and he's done this. He's found such good form for Italy. I think Italy are probably now the form team. I think Croatia looked great. Croatia had a very, very good start. But if you think about France limped past Romania. Yeah. Nobody has looked particularly good. Germany got their second goal really late. It's all about Italy. Italy had the hardest fixture as well. Playing Belgium in the first game is tough. A really electric Belgium team. And I'm so happy. I think this is just wonderful work from Antonio Conte. And he's done it with two reasons, I think. Two reasons are how he's managed to get this team playing so well. And I think it was the defensive unit, such a solid back line, wasn't it? And it was the system. Yeah, like you say, he hasn't got great players at his disposal, but they're playing together. They really are a unit, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. And I think, didn't you say earlier this week that Antonio Conte doesn't do counter-attacks? Is that what you said?
Well, I think that's what he said,
yeah, exactly. So if he's the sort of type manager that wants to have extremely solid defence, which is, to be honest, if you think about it, that probably is the main area that Chelsea need work on, because our defence this season has been terrible, whether it's been one person's mistake or just collectively it's been bad. I'm excited, and I think actually the Euros and seeing how he manages Italy is great for us Chelsea fans, because we can actually see how he works. Like, we can actually see what he's doing on the pitch. A little bit more in the summer.
It's so exciting because those three Juve defenders played so well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, I think the three of them were great, and it really is a Juve template. But I think we have to think about Bonucci. There's been some rumour that he could come to Chelsea. And after last night's performance, I suppose his value has doubled. I mean, it's not surprising that he was so great, but it really was impressive. Would you like to see him in a blue shirt?
I would, definitely. And I think, actually, to be fair, if anybody has a strong relationship with Antonio Conte, I'd hope that he uses that to his advantage and brings those sorts of players to our club. I think that's really important. I think if we're going back to, sort of what happened with Jose, if there is any talk about players not having a very good relationship with the manager, this is obviously key, because we want him to be long term. We don't want to keep changing. So, any player he can bring that is going to be
just somebody who he has a relationship with, who is a proven winner.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we need in the squad, isn't it? It's very, very exciting. I think that the cohesion, and I think that the Italian team yesterday, the thing that excites me most, I think they played like a club team. Yeah. They looked like a club team. Sometimes, particularly in club football, you have periods where you have a lot of players out, a lot of players injured, and you have to roll with the punches. You've got to think this Italian team, they're without Marchisio, they're without Verratti. They've got a guy who was loaned out by Sunderland up front, and yet he has made them look like potential European champions. Italy could win the Euros, and it is all because of our incoming manager. That is only good news. That must fill you with sheer joy.
Yeah, it does. I think it's been a long time for a Chelsea fan since we've been excited about a manager coming in. Okay, fine, Gus did an all right job, but I don't think he gave us the same sort of feeling that we get when we know Antonio Conte is going to come in the summer. Having said that, because Italy are doing quite well, it does mean on a slightly downfall that he may not be able to come to Chelsea as soon as we want him to, because he's going to be there for longer. Yeah. Disadvantage? I think it is slightly.
I don't know. I think, of course, we want him to be coming into Chelsea on the crest of a wave. We want him to be coming in full of confidence, having done well.
Yeah.
Obviously, we want him there sooner, but it's not to be. I just think that it's really, really good. And our manager is doing so well, and he's a potential European champion.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more happy about that. I think now what we have to do, we just have to back him, don't we?
Exactly.
Find the players that he wants to sign and give him all the money and make sure he does it.
Exactly, guys. Let us know who you would like Antonio Conte to sign this summer for Chelsea. Comment below, and we will see you all super soon.
Find your blues.
Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. Now, it's been a while, isn't it? I have been in France. I was in Marseille for the England game, which was it was eventful, but I had a good time, and I think England played really well. I think England controlled the tempo of the game, and I think we can go through. I think